Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer, and today, I don't know what day of the week it's going to be because I'm recording this video ahead of time and I will upload it when I can fit it into the schedule. So, welcome to probably Wednesday, but whatever day it is in your world. I have a bag of goodies. Now, Mr. Cinnamon was out of town last week, and he went looking for um him and I have discussed that I like him when he brings me home a surprise when he's out of town for work. And so he doesn't have to do it every time, but like when he decides to do it, he does it, okay? So I wonder if he was asking me, I wonder if there's like a craft store around here, and I was like, there's a creative reuse store by where you're at. And he's all, is there? And I was like, yeah. He's all, well, where is it? Look it up for me. And I looked it up. It's called the Scrappy Elephant, and it is in Charlottesville, Virginia. I have never been into the store. I can't give you a idea of what the store is like. He did include some pictures. He took some pictures, so I'll see if I can put them in somewhere in here. Because I'm recording this on my phone, I'm going to have to edit it on my phone. So I may or may not be able to put pictures or videos in, but I will if I can. So it's called the Scrappy Elephant. He said it was a nice little store. He explained to me kind of the pricing structure is similar to the store in Harrisonburg, which is Creative Valley Reuse Store. It's kind of the same type of pricing structure. He said he filled up a bag, and then he said there was a couple things in here that he paid a separate price for, and he also got Little Man a goodie bag, which I'm not looking because that's Little Man's goodie bag, so we'll see. He also took pictures, so I did pick some of this out. This isn't all 100% a surprise. He took pictures of the bins for me and was sending them through text. And I was like, well, what's that? I was like, oh, we'll grab the knit picks. And what's that? And what's that? And what does that feel like? And he would tell me, like, that one feels like crap. We're not touching that one. He already knows that I have sensitive hands. I have sensitive skin. I will not and cannot use things that are scratchy, itchy, rough. Certain fibers I can't use. So, you guys want to see what he bought me while he was away at work? Now, what's funny is I told him about the store the day before. Bentley, leave that alone. That is not your Squishmallow. He's got his face on Lucas's Squishmallow like, I'm going to eat this, Mommy. I'm so cute. So, what was I saying? I have no idea what I was saying. Well, moving on. So, they had Knit Picks Cotton yarn, which is cotton linen. Yes, let me put my glasses on so I can see. 70% Tanguis cotton, 30% linen, 123 yards. DK weight, machine wash, tumble dry low. This is the color U337 or Conch. And because we're on my phone and this light is not a normal light. See if I can move that. That's more accurate. It's like a peachy corally color. He got me 3 of those. So I'm collecting as much Knit Picks yarn as I can because I became an affiliate this year. I became an affiliate and I started actually using some of the yarns. I'm like, okay, I kind of like that. Now, linen yarn is generally used for clothing. But when I think of linen, I think of like table linen, right? So I think of like things that go on your table. Something like placemats or like, I don't know, something for the table. Like a real lacy doily or something. Or a table runner. And I really like, ooh, there's pink too. The color is cerise. Look at that. So, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So those are not individually priced. So I don't know what those, I'm assuming, were part of what he put in a bag. And then there is Gedifra Big Point. I've never heard of this yarn. It is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, made in Spain. 50-gram ball. It is I believe Farbe is color and Party is lot. Or maybe Party is lot is color and Farbe is lot. I don't remember. I don't remember. I feel like Party was color, but anyway, it's really, really thick. It looks like it's going to be splitty because it's not twisted real good. But it's soft. It feels nice. I don't have a clue what I'm going to make with that, but it is really soft. And it's squishy, and I like playing with new yarns. And then he got me some Modadia Cache or Cache. This is wool, 75% wool, 22% acrylic, 3% polyester. It's a number 5 bulky. Hand wash cold, laid flat to dry. Isn't that pretty? I thought that would make such a pretty little hat or something like for my head. Because it's only a little tiny ball. It's 50 grams. It's 72 yards, so I could knit a hat with this. I'm fairly confident I could knit a hat. Especially if I did like a different color brim. Because this is not, I mean, it's not real soft. It's not rough, but you could feel the glitter in there. So this would be really pretty with like a different color for the banding. For that actually would go together. Like if I cast on this for the brim and then I did this for the body of the hat. That way this part's not actually touching my skin. What do you think? I think that would be really pretty together. And then, ooh, some Barocco Comfort. This is 50% super fine nylon, 50% super fine acrylic. This stuff is nice. I think I might have another ball of this somewhere in my stash. This is a medium number 4 made in Turkey. Color 9730. Not a pretty color. It's like that's more accurate. It's like it's actually more rosy, like it's looking more orange on the screen. My phone's not real good at taking color. Yeah, it's looking way more orange than what it is. But it doesn't matter. Nylon and acrylic. That's real nice. No, I wouldn't go with that either. A lot of yarn in here. I'm trying to stack it on my little table right here, but it's not. I think there's too much for that. He got me 2 of these. Isn't that pretty? This is Craft Smart Value from, this is Michael's yarn. This is the older stuff that's a little bit rougher. I think I might be able to crochet with this and not have a I mean, it's kind of rough, but it's pretty. But I'm still going to try to work with it because it's super pretty. I think that actually would make a really pretty knit hat too. Super pretty. And then some Snuggly Wuggly from Loops and Thread. So this is also Michael's yarn. Isn't that cute? Oh, there's 2 in here. Fantastic. That's really pretty. This is a lightweight number 3. It is 446 yards per ball. It's the color Peppermint Twist. It's pink. Why is it Peppermint Twist? Made in Canada with imported fibers. Machine washable and dryable. 100% acrylic. It's got a cute little... This one has a cute little toy on the... That's a knit toy. And then on this one has a... It looks like a crochet... Yeah, that's definitely a crochet blanket. It's the feather and fan stitch. I wonder if the pattern is on the label. I don't see if it says. It's called the Waves Blanket. I'm trying to see without popping it. Yep. The patterns are on the labels for those. Those are so pretty. I even think these would go together with that. I think that would be pretty. Especially in that feather and fan, the Waves blanket. And then I saw this one in his picture and I was like, you got to get me that. I love the Bernat Jacquard. I don't know if, oh, this is Bernat Junior Jacquard. This also has a pattern on the label. I don't know about that bow up there, but it's kind of a weird pattern. But I like the Jacquard because when I put this in my knitting machine, or if you knit it, it makes this beautiful pattern. And I don't know if they make the Jacquard anymore, Bernat, but I have a couple balls of it. I really like it. So it's made in Turkey, packaged in Canada. This is the color Denim Daze, D-A-Z-E. Lightweight 3, 90% acrylic, 10% nylon, 346 yards. Isn't that cool? I love patterned yarn. I love it. And then some Impeccable. This is the color Folklore. It is a medium number 4, 100% acrylic, 192 yards. That will make a really super cute hat. Like, those colors will be fantastic for a hat. Oh, there's another Kotlin in here. So now we have 2 of those. That's really pretty. And then these 2. Lorna's Laces hand-dyed yarns. And these are all like the peachy corally type colors. This is Shepherd Sock, 80% superwash, 20% nylon. So it's sock weight, super fine, number 1. 215 yards. This must only be 50 grams if it's only 200 yards. It's the color Carrot. Lorna'sLaces.com. I wonder if Lorna's Laces still exist. It's definitely carroty. It smells a little tiny, faintly musty, but not like bad. Oh, this is soft. This he paid $9 for. It's got a price tag on it. This is Wandering Wool Unique Hand-Dyed Yarns. Highland Dream is the base. It is 70-20-10, so it's 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk, 10% cashmere. 437 yards. It's the colorway Stardust. It is soft. It is so soft. A little bit musty dusty, but when they're still in the hanks like this, I can wash them really easily so that they're not stinky while I'm using them. It says Joelle Burbank, Gaithersburg, Maryland, wanderingwool@gmail.com or wanderingwool.com. And I always wonder, like, are these companies still around? Sometimes I will look them up and see. This is a nice label, though. It's the shiny label, so that tape came right off. Whereas this one is, if there was tape on this, it would rip the label. But isn't that pretty? It's almost like it's like a gray blue color. It's really pretty. It's definitely more blue than it's looking on screen. It is really soft. And I think I have some more baby alpaca in there that I could mix this with. And I want to say it's either purple or blue. It's really, it's stinky, but it's really soft. So that's our little bit of yarn deliciousness for today in the middle of the week too. Mr. Cinnamon spoils me. It's funny because all the colors, with the exception of this, kind of are in the same family. So I'm like, I wonder if someone, like, one person donated all of these, because they're all in like the same pinks and oranges. Hang on. I'm just gonna grab, I dropped one. They all are like, unless Mr. Cinnamon just knows me and he kind of, with the exception of the gray, they all have like kind of, and these two kind of go together. I mean, not really, but it's like the same like colorways. Not colorways. I don't even know what I'm saying. They're in the same family of colors of each other, with the exception of this lonely one, and this one's my favorite. He did tell me because he was wandering around the store and he was taking pictures and he was sending it to me, and I was like, ooh, grab this and ooh, grab that. And because I saw this and I wanted it, and I knew that was a gamble with that Craft Smart, because that Craft Smart, I know that the old red labels of the Craft Smart is kind of rough, kind of like, you know, scratchy a little bit. So I knew that was a gamble. But he also told me, he called me after he went to the store, and he's like, you know, I picked up a couple that I didn't show you or didn't tell you about. I was like, okay. So this one was definitely a surprise. Actually, the other Hank was a surprise too. He didn't even show me. He just knew. He just knew. This is so soft. It's stinky though. So soft. And I know that I have yarn to go with this. Because I'm starting to, I told you guys when I was doing the Knit Picks video, I told you that I'm starting to try to mix colors together and like stay within the same family of materials. Like, because that's baby alpaca, I know I have at least one baby alpaca in there. And try to mix like them together if they will go together. And I'm starting to, instead of, because I don't like working all in one color, so I will not go buy like 4 of the same color to make something. But I also need more than one a lot of times to make myself something, because I have a big body. And so I'm starting to put what I have together and make fades, or like that really cool Koigu sweater that I made. I'm starting to put the fancy yarns together, and even if they don't necessarily, if they weren't made to go together, they still kind of go together, you know, with the same color family and the same fabrics and all that stuff. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go I have one big bucket that is just like the fancy yarns, and so I can go in there and just start looking and see what I have that will go with that. Some of it's already caked up, so that's going to make it difficult, but I do have some that's not caked up. And I know I have a baby alpaca in there. I know I do. I just can't remember what color brand it is at the moment. But of course, when I make something with that, I will show you guys. I have 100 million things I want to make, and I have 100 million things that I have plans to make, and it's always a matter of trying to find the time to work with the yarn that I really want to work with, because this job is an amazing job that I have here. Making videos for you guys, testing new products, testing new yarns, telling you guys about accessories and like tools and all that. All that is amazing, but at the same time, it also puts what I really want to do on the back burner sometimes. And I always seem to be making something for someone else, or making something for the sake of the channel, or making something because it was requested of me from one of my children, or there's always something that is keeping me busy, or there's like a new yarn coming out, so I got to do that instead of work on what I really want to play with. And I really have been trying to make more of an effort to just do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I think I really did that with the Koigu sweater. And I used up a ton of Koigu. And so now I'm like, okay, I'm going to continue to do stuff like that and make things that I want to make when I want to make them. So now, right now, I'm making Christmas gifts. So I'm working on some things that you probably already seen on Monday. But also I have some ideas for Christmas presents that I want to make. So that's going to be... Little man wants me to make him a YouTube play button. So I need to find red and white yarn and crochet him a play button pillow, because that's what he wants. He's been bugging me, and I keep telling him no, because I want it to be a surprise. And then I have an idea of something I want to make for Juju for Christmas. And I already have the yarn for that, so we're good to go with that. And Mr. Cinnamon is not crochet worthy. Like, he does not wear anything crochet or knit that I make him. So he's off the table. He's not getting anything for Christmas that I make. You have not wore a single hat I have made you. Don't even start. I made him some nice hats. You're shut up. You're not crochet worthy. You don't like crochet. What are you complaining about?
I'm not complaining. I'm making a joke.
He doesn't like wearing crochet or knit. He doesn't like it. Although I have some really nice fancy wool yarn in there in like his business, because he's very picky when it comes to business colors. He likes to wear blue, black, gray, and that's one of the reasons he won't wear the hats I make, because... What is that? That sounded gross. What are you doing? That was him slurping the juice out of a fruit cup. I know that sounded gross, but that's what that was. Um, and I wanted to make him a nice, like, business colored scarf to go with his suits or his, because he has a wool coat. He loves his wool coat. He just doesn't like the knit and the crochet stuff. And he also doesn't like wearing hats because it messes up his hair, and he's very weird about his hair. So, with that, I think I'm going to let you guys go. I will, like I said, I will try to include whatever pictures Mr. Cinnamon got of the Scrappy Elephant. They are in Charlottesville, Virginia. If you are in that area, go check them out. From the pictures I saw, it's a pretty cool store, and I definitely want to go out there myself. This is really soft.
I know. That's why I grabbed that one.
It's really soft. Mr. Cinnamon did good, but he always does. He actually listens when I talk yarn. He never used to. Like, when I first started, he was just like, whatever. But now he, like, really listens to what I like. I turned the heat down because I wasn't sure where that smell was coming from. If you're wondering what that means, I made a video on Sunday for the members so they know what the smell was, and our house didn't burn down. So, with that, I will let you go. Say bye, Mr. Cinnamon.
Bye.
And I will see you in the next one.